to let their competitions come in and eat up their customer share. There you go. Technology, and we do a lot with tech clients, and I really try to focus on the tech industry in particular. Amazon, during the 2009 Great Recession, and it was a big recession back then, grew sales by 28%. Why? Because it continued to innovate with new products during that slumping economy. Most notably, it launched that, how many, just hands up in this room, how many people got a Kindle?
I don't use Kindle.
Do you have a Kindle?
I don't.
You don't? I have a Kindle. I bought a Kindle back in 2009. The reason I bought it was like the reason everyone bought it. And they helped to grow market share. And at first it launched on Christmas Day 2009, where basically Amazon customers bought more ebooks than printed books as a result of the company's decision to innovate and introduce new products at a lower cost alternative. That's what they did. In the last episode, I talked about how you need to look at innovating, focusing on elements that work for you, launch new products that are in demand for your customers. And Amazon did that. They launched a little tablet, basically, which allow you to read books, and the books cost a fraction of the price than had a hardback copy because it was all digital, and they got people and more subscribers, and they grew their sales by 28% in a great recession. Now, granted, these are big company examples, but there's lessons to be taken from that. You can still achieve the same element. Now, I will measure success in 2023 by revenue and growth. And based on what we achieved by come end of December 2022, forget the year, right? We should know where we are heading for 2023. And if we see an increase, in 2023, which we should do, our goal will be to double again. So 300% increase from 2020 to 2021. From 2021 to 2022, we're looking at 100% increase in revenue. And now we're looking to keep that level going into 2023. Now, if we're growing and got more clients and elements coming on board, then that's success for us, because I'm going to continue investing and innovating and looking at new ways to provide value, insights, better services, etc. to my potential customers and my clients. And if I see my agency growing and other agencies dropping off and more clients coming more towards us, that's one of the measurable elements I can be able to look at to see if it's actually working or not. I'm just going to give a little bit of advice now, because we are talking about recession in the marketing. There's a lot to learn from the past in terms of what you can do, but those that invest in recession end up increasing sales and market share after the recession. If you're a small business, you're a micro business, and you have limited budgets, and you're thinking, well, how do I sustain that media spend and get best value out of it? You need to remember this word, agile. You need to start to be a bit more agile with what you do. You need to be looking at your data a lot more thoroughly. You need to understand your audience and your customers a lot better. Really profile your audiences and customers. Understand who they are. Start getting as much feedback and insights from those customers. Ask them their pain points. What are their concerns? What are their worries? Start sending out questionnaires through email, newsletters, and elements like that. Engage with them with polls and social media instead of sending out a newsletter. Different ways to get information, feedback from your customers. What do you think of this? What are your biggest challenges? What are your concerns? Start getting information from your customers in terms of pain points, and then start sharing content value, creating products that actually help to some extent deal with the issues that your customers are dealing with, because they're the ones that are going to be loyal to you after recession, not during a recession, and rely on you, because when they're ready to buy, and they will all eventually be ready to buy, they will come to you. So it's important to understand your audience and what they're doing. It's important to understand on which of your digital channels are delivering the best ROI. But please remember, don't do the old thing where it's like just performance. Performance only comes if people know who the hell you are. There's an element of brand and performance to do it. I see a lot of clients come to it and we end up having, I won't say arguments, but disagreements, where it's like, all I care about is CPA, cost per acquisition, lowest CPC, clicks, click-through rate, conversion rate. Yes, most important measurable KPIs you need to think of, but not everybody buys on the first click. What is it on your website that's helping customers build that level of trust with you, that actually, pockets are squeezed, but they trust that investing in your product is a better long-term investment for them or good value for them in terms of what they're getting. These are the things as a business you need to be looking into and really be looking down into, is understanding which channels are providing you with the best reach, best engagement, good return on investment in terms of spend. But remember, platforms like Google and social media, the ROAS, return on ad spend, will decrease over the next year or so. But as long as you're maintaining a healthy ROAS and it's not a negative or minimal, then that's still positive. And it's not to do with the performance of your agency. It's to do with the economic environment in which we're in and going into. And I know a couple of our e-commerce clients struggling with that, and we're trying to help educate them in terms of, right, okay, we're not achieving a 700% ROAS, but 4.61% is still good. So it's not doom and gloom. It's not like it's dropped significantly. Let's see what we can maximize with that with brand elements. So there is wins to be had. It won't be as great as the results you've had all 2021, maybe early 2022, but this is where you've got to dig in now, dig in, understand your consumer mindset, your customer mindset, your client mindset, try and understand what they need and provide that support, understanding product services that they need. Remember, I said this last time, the recession will end. Get that strategy in place. And what we will do is we'll start creating a lot more content on our website and start sharing links and promoting it across our social media in terms of what does a, marketing plan for a recession look like? What are the things and tips and advice you need so that you can come back to it? And what I very, very rarely do encourage listeners to do is get in touch. Use the hashtag Mr. Bubble. Use the hashtag Ask Bubble. Go on our social page, DM us on LinkedIn, comment on our posts or our blogs and our articles, drop us a message on Instagram or on TikTok or any of our posts, put a question in there, or reach out to me directly on LinkedIn. I'm here to help. I'm here to provide advice. I'll provide as much insight and support as I can. Get in contact with us. Tell us what your concerns are. Tell us what you are struggling with or what your concerns are with the recession and marketing your product and company out there. And we'll do the best we can to help and provide support and value. Thank you as always for listening. Less of a rant this time. Hopefully there's some really good educational information there and you provide that useful. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe if you're listening for the first time. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. And don't forget to press the subscribe and the bell notification button. We look forward to catching you on episode 15 next Tuesday.